What's up, everybody? Destroyer here. Welcome back to another cast, The Lord of the Rings of BFME2, patch 1.09. And today we have a 1v1 on the map, Hollin. Yeah, that's right. It's not Fords of Eisen, or any reskins of Fords of Eisen. It's Hollin. Madness. But yeah, we're gonna see who we got here today. We have our first player, a dwarf, Ecthelion. And he's in the top left. And his opponent is the Glute Master of booty fame, of course. And he is Elves in the bottom right. So we got Elves versus Dwarves. Both players are very good. And we're on a map that is not played very often, which is cool. Also, I feel like my scroll speed's a bit slow, but it's probably fine. Actually, no, it's atrocious. 1 second. Much better. Okay. So, looks like Ecthelion is going for a mineshaft down here. In the south, he's also got a Hall of Warriors, of course, and he's going for Phalanxes as his starting unit. And Glute Master has got his economy going. He's got a barracks down right here, and he's going for some Warrior Archers as his starting units. This is, of course, being cast on the HD edition of BFME2, so the units look fancy, and you can download that right now if you use Google, because it's easy to find. But that is why the units may look different than yours. So we have Glute Master using his builder to keep the warg's attention while he bursts them down with his archers. A lot of players do this. It's pro-kiting maneuver with the builder, and it actually works pretty well. And that will allow the archers to easily take that down. Looks like this cave troll over here was creeped by Ecthelion, so now he is free to also capture this outpost, or this inn rather, if he so desires, but he hasn't as of yet. He's got a mine shaft, another one building here. Looks like he's trying to creep as many things as possible right now, especially while he's still under the effect of his rally call, which is definitely wise. Taking out wargs with ease. Phalanxes are better for creeping than soldiers like guardians are. So keep that in mind if you're looking to creep. Just pikemen in general seem better at that. Whoa, nice! Look at that. We have a charge. He's got the banner upgrade, Ecthelion has. And he used the charge ability there, which of course gives a buff to the guardians. 25% speed, 25% armor, and they do a bit of damage when they charge. And that left those guys pretty crippled. So that was a very nice play there. I don't know how common fast banners is for dwarves. Do they already have banners? I don't see it as a thing. Maybe it disappears when you recruit it. Or maybe they just always have access to it. I don't know. But either way, he has got them, and he's equipping them. And it seems to be working quite nicely for the defensing of the mines, it seems. Ecthelion knows his stuff, and he knows this gets him around his mine shafts pretty quickly. This actually helps a lot with defending your mines, although he decided to cancel that one anyway, because it's obviously not foolproof. And if you're microing properly, like the Elven player Glute Master is, then you can avoid the Guardian still, even with the charge going, which is pretty nice. But of course the Lorien Warrior is not going to want to go squaring off with Guardians. The Guardians will beat the crap out of them. So he is wise to avoid conflict there. But he's getting more archers out in the field. We have more wargs being creeps. There's a lot of creeps on this map, if you haven't noticed. There's a bunch of warg ladders, cave trolls. And they're just on a race to get as much gold as possible at this point. Ecthelion's going for X-Thors. So he'll have some ranged support of his own, like Glute Master has in abundance over here. X-Thors have pretty good range as well. Pretty insane range, actually, if I do say so. But it works. And that should help him keep up at least a bit with these Lorien archers. See what the actual range is. Is that where the actual range just begins for them? Might be. Alright. Glute Master's pulling back, and Ecthelion is going to capture the signal fire here. Looks like we do have some Lorry Mortars from Glutemaster in the back of Ecthelion's base. Although they're not going to get a whole lot done, it looks like. So they're being burst down by Exors, and there's only a few stragglers left. Glutemaster's got himself a Haldir. And he is on the prowl for Dwarven blood. It looks like he's got what he was looking for. So he's going to be pushing on. Ecthelion's going to be in a bit of trouble here, as he doesn't have any protection for his builder. The builder's dead. There's a 500 resource down the drain. Unfortunate. And then the mine falls to the might of the elves. Meanwhile, it looks like Ecthelion's got bigger fish to fry. He's got a cave troll up north to meet into Schley. Let's see what's going on in this base here. We get more Exors. Glutemaster is pushing with a pretty strong army, though. He's got 2 battalions of archers with a Haldir and 2 battalions of Lorry Warriors as well. So things are going pretty well for Glutemaster, I'd say. And Haldir is wrecking house. Look at him go. Haldir has such an intense attack that when it does that like slam sound, it's weird. I don't know why Haldir specifically has that. But it looks like Ecthelion's troops have been demolished over here. Which is not good for him, I would say. Another mine falls. Looks like he is going for an attack on the base, though, of Glutemaster. With 1 battalion of Guardians. You're not going to get a whole lot done, of course, with that. Looks like he has managed to get Legolas right out in time. Nice hawk strike there. There's, of course, HD edition Legolas. You haven't seen him before. This Hobbit armor. Very fancy. Killing HD edition dwarves. Which are even more fancy, arguably. But Legolas is a good choice, of course. Although it's taken him a long time to kill some dwarves. Jeez. I'd definitely say Glutemaster is the upper hand in this game. Let's have to look at power points and stuff over here. Glutemaster's got 11 power points. Rally call 284 of 650 currently is his command point limits. And Ecthelion has himself rally call 8 power points, 60 of 300. So you can see the severe difference in command point factor. Means a lot of farms are missing for Ecthelion. And he doesn't have a lot of troops either. So Glutemaster's really taking command of this game at the moment. But that could turn around in any moment, of course. He saved up for a Gimli. Interesting. I guess that's where all his money was going. Gimli's not a super cheap hero, but he is a very strong hero. He does give double armor to allies near him. He has an AoE axe throw like that we just saw there. Has splash damage. His leap, of course, and he has Slayer, which is 50% damage, double speed, but he loses 15% structural armor. So he can't just burst down the fort by himself without dying. We have a Men of Dale summon there as well. Help pick off the rest of the stragglers. And now Ecthelion's in a much better place. Just the addition of Gimli and these Men of Dale summon has pushed Glutemaster back. And now Glutemaster might be in a bit of trouble. He's gone for Mithlon sentries here, which aren't going to be super useful, really. Unless the dwarves go battle wagons, which I don't think he is doing. No, he's not. So these will probably be useless, I would imagine. Even in Porcupine, yes, you do get 60% armor, but still you'll be dying faster to the Lorien archers. Although I guess pikemen do more damage to heroes, do they not? Because of their damage type, I believe. So maybe that's why he added them to his army. But it's always good to have at least 1 battalion just in case you do see a super sneaky battle wagon or something. Probably isn't why he went for that. Looks like Glutemaster was looking back going for upgrades. I mean, he still can, of course, because he still has this thing. But now he has to fend off a not Legolas. It's very much not Legolas. Fend off Gimli with Legolas, rather. In a straight up fight, of course, Gimli would wipe the floor with Legolas, so he doesn't want to do that unless he kites the crap out of Gimli. But if Gimli gets level 5, he'll pretty much kill any hero. So, have to be careful about that. So we have a summon hobbits down here. Being cleaned up by some Lorien warriors from Gloopmaster. South is pretty clear from mine shafts and trees, it looks like. Gloopmaster's starting to expand into that territory a little bit. We got hobbits out here as well. Looks like these are being brought out from the inn, of course. So it wasn't a hobbit summon, it was actually real hobbits. Who would have thought? Smenadale's still here. They sure do last a while. But they will be gone here in a minute. And the Dwarven army will be much, much smaller, as you see. Well, Gimli's already level 4 though. One more level, he gets level, or he gets Slayer. If he can do a nice leap into the army, ooh, like that, perhaps. Does that level him up? Not quite, but almost. That did. Gimli has gone beast mode. And he's opting to use it to escape instead of kill off heroes, it looks like. Which is probably a wise decision, but I think he could have at least killed Legolas or something off quickly. Then again, there's a lot of dudes there. Perhaps he made the right decision. Oh, he's actually used Slayer to get over here quickly. Take out this tree that Gloopmaster so boldly placed over on his side of the map. I'm not sure what he was thinking with that one. Maybe it was a scouting tree. Or something. Who knows? Gloopmaster's got some Lorien warriors in the middle here. He's going to try and claim the signal fire real quick so he can get some of that sweet, sweet recharge time down. And maybe some vision as well. Never hurts to have either. It's interesting to see the dynamic on a different map other than Fords of Isen. There's still 3 different ways you can attack your enemy, just like Fords of Isen. As Fords of Isen has 3 different fords you could go through, north, south, and the middle. This has a similar layout, but of course it's vastly different. And I think it's great. It's just nice to see something different. It's a nice change of palette. But also you see different kind of gameplay. Seeing a lot more of the different directions being used and stuff, which is kind of nice. Oh, Metadale Summon's already back. That seemed rather quick. I think he did have control of 2 signal fires for a moment. Probably explains that. Looks like Gloopmaster's throwing on armor on his guys. There goes Gimli with this leap. Absolutely beast moding. He has to be a bit careful though now because the Lorien warriors do have the forged blades. But it looks like Lorien warriors are dropping like flies. Starting Gimli and Gimli just ran away. A lot of them are starting to die because of it. Gimli's about half dead. I don't think there's enough Lorien warriors left to keep him down. He's gone Slayer. Is he gonna go after Legolas? Or Haldir perhaps? Ooh. He's a beastie one. I think we do have a Tom Bombadil summoned out for the Gloopmaster. There's Sonic Song going off and killing. Not really killing. They're so buffed, it didn't do much. That did though. Tom Bombadil's punch packs a punch, so it runs out. So a bit of a battle in the south here as well. This Gloopmaster is fending off the Dwarves. Ecthelion's guys probably will fall to this though, as he didn't send a whole lot. And of course the phalanxes are going to be absolutely terrible against Lorien warriors and forged blades. Although I say that, the Lorien warriors are actually dying pretty rapidly, which is weird. For a BFME2 rock paper scissors counter system, they seem to be taking a lot of elves with them. Is that 3 battalions of Axors? One of them is a Guardian. 2 battalions of Guardians, 2 battalions of Axors. There's another Axor battalion, another one there. And then Gimli, of course, is still alive, level 7 now. I'd like to see a Gloin thrown into this. Gloin's always fun. Gloin levels up pretty quick, and his level 10 is life-changing. So, always get a Gloin. It's actually odd to see someone rush a Gimli instead of a Gloin. I'm not against the idea, of course. Looks like Gloopmaster did manage to get his Legolas away. Haldir as well, as Haldir is leading the charge over here. And neither team is using Cav whatsoever, also. There's No Rivendell Lancers for the Elves, no battle wagons for the Dwarves. Battle wagons would be pretty good here. Of course, Gimli's just... I mean, that's all you really need, it looks like. That leap decimated those Elves. And of course, none of the heroes are going to want to 1v1 Gimli. As that won't end well for them. So one signifier is owned by Ecthelion, the other one is owned by Gloopmaster, which will probably be changing soon, unless he decides not to. He's broken one Guardian off to try and do that. PowerPoint wise, we do have, of course, Tom Bombadil Summon, 15 power points. Farsight, Rally Call. And it looks like he's got Eagles. There's the Eagle Summon. We got 278 of 800 for Gloopmaster. Where did the Eagle Summon go? There it is. Gloopmaster's got 21 power points. Or not. Ecthelion's got 21 power points. After getting Min of Dale. Rally Call and Heal. So he still has to get a 15 though. And he's not chosen a 15 power point yet.
To me! My enemy overwhelms me!
Ooh. Sounds like Gimli is dying to Eagles. There's the clutch heal though, and into the mine he goes. He'll be just fine. How far away the dwarf builder actually stands from the mine. Shit. I noticed on a development forum someone said that. Now I actually see that it's true. They do stand pretty far away. But yeah, he's almost got 25 power points, but he doesn't have a 15 yet, so he's gonna need one of those first. There's no point in getting excited, I suppose. Won't have any undermine, or not undermine, earthquakes or citadels as of yet. Levels Legolas, level 6. Level 10, of course, he gets Arrowwind, which is really beast mode. And kills armies pretty rapidly. So if Gloopmaster can get him to level 10, that would be pretty good for him, definitely. Got more hobbits being brought out from Ecthelion. He's also throwing up some more mines, as you do. More dwarves being brought out. Gimli's still out. And the Men of Dale summoning some Axors being brought in from the north as well. All converging into one spot. Get some Tom Bombadil somewhere. There he is. Summoned into the archer line there. Which is literally all this is. There's a bunch of archers. So I guess there's some phalanxes there as well. But Tom gives no shits. Tom, he is a master. Being a prick. That's really all he does. Alright, Gloopmaster is now poised to do some damage to some mines. One of the mines has been cancelled there. You can probably take this one with ease as well. And it looks like he's over here attacking also. It's always good to attack your enemy on many fronts. You don't want to just clump your army attack move. You won't get much done. You can get a lot more done if you split up your forces, attack from multiple fronts. Of course, you have to be careful at the same time. That doesn't always apply. So we do have some Lancers out in the field for Gloopmaster, although they are being brought down as a cloud break paralyzed them in place, and they got slaughtered. But that is the addition of Cav. And boy, do they look nice. I do love the Rivendell Lancer skin, especially in red. Looks really nice. Ooh. Gimli. Gimli, please. Such a monster. We've got a few axe towers being thrown up from Ecthelion. Keep his base safe. He's also throwing up a siege works, so you can now go for battle wagons, demolishers, catapults, upgrades. There's many options for the dwarves from their siege works. Ooh, Legolas has gone Knife Fighter to counter Gimli. Interesting. How good is Knife Fighter exactly? I'll have a look in a moment. Can't pass up a good thumbnail opportunity, you know? 35% armor. That's all it does. Definitely not as good as Gimli's. Legolas is gonna have to run there. Excellent. What level is Legolas now? He is level... still level 6.
The elves will need this.
Okay. Well, he needs 4 more levels before he can get his Arrow Wind, which could be pretty game-changing. He could take out an army of dwarves pretty good, if that happens. Haldir is level 5. At level 10, of course, he gets his Golden Arrow. High damage attack, causes meta impact, stuns enemy units, and it's effective against mounted heroes, which is interesting. I didn't actually know that. Mounted heroes specifically, so maybe that's to help counter Men of the West hero spam or something. I don't know, because that's really only applies to the Men of the West, doesn't it? I think they're actually the only ones, other than Gorkill. I guess got Mordor as well. No, I guess there's a few mounted heroes. Dwarves obviously don't have any mounted heroes. Elves don't either. Oh, they have Arwen. They have Arwen and Glorfindel. Yeah, it's just dwarves. And that. It's actually, that would have a lot of uses. Look at this, the sniper. Butchering. Nice thing about elves is they do self-heal. As you see, they're healing up, and they're also, of course, level 2, so they're starting... No, they're not level 2. Why the hell do they have... Oh, there's 2 guys there. Two different battalions there. I was like, how come he has a banner? Madness. Alright, we got a battle wagon out there. Of course, in the HD edition comes the ram, instead of that weird great beast thing that they come with in the normal game, which is pretty cool. There's the battle wagon bursting out of the gate. Although all that's really left is heroes at this point. There's the snipe for Legolas. Very nice. Will Haldir get away? I think so. We have an addition of King Dane. King Dane comes out with leadership. 25% damage, 25% armor, and 50% faster experience gain for enemy or allies around him. So that's pretty good. And definitely an excellent addition to the dwarves. Glutemaster is on the defensive here. He's up against battle wagons now, so he has to be a bit careful. He is relying heavily on the Lorien Warrior, so he will at least have to throw 1 battalion of pikes in there, I think. Unless he's feeling confident enough to be able to snipe it down before it runs over a lot of his guys. Which he could do. Doesn't look like Ecthelion is actually making any more battle wagons as of yet. He's not even close to a 25-point power yet. Master is got Eagle. He's got 25 or 20 powers, 20 power points out of 25. So he's getting close. He's at 575 command points. Thelion's also at 575 command points. Looks like he had Earthquake, and he used it. So that explains why this is missing, I suppose. I didn't notice that happened. I didn't hear it. So yeah, he's already had his 25-point power. So very nice. So that definitely slowed Glutemaster down a bit, but not too much. It looks like he's having to rebuild his forge. He's having to rebuild his stables if he so wants. He didn't actually build his barracks next to his base, though. So it's not going to slow down his troop production much. But it does slow down his upgrades. Of course, without that, he can't give his forged blades to his Lorien warriors. And they're far less effective. They're still pretty good, though. And of course, they are benefiting from leadership from Haldir. 50% damage is Haldir's, which is a pretty good one to have with your swordsman, I find. Because they're really kind of not super tanky units, Lorien Warrior. They're kind of glass cannon-y. There's not quite Goblin Warrior level glass cannon, but you know, they definitely specialize in high amount of damage. So I think that leadership benefits them well. Battle wagon coming out right into a cloud break. Although the battle wagon didn't make it far because of Haldir and Legolas. Haldir has fallen. Oh no! Unfortunate turn of events, to say the least. At least for the elves, not for the dwarves. Gimli is back out. There he is. I don't know if he died, but he's here. That's all that matters. Can he actually catch Legolas while he's slayered? It looks like he can. Huh. Well, here we go. Battle of the Titans. It looks like Gimli's actually losing to some degree. Although Gimli doesn't exactly have help. Oh no! Legolas with one heal managed to tank Gimli Slayer with his Night Fighter on. Guess don't underestimate that. Oh, and there's the Flood. 25 point power from the Master. He's also summoned eagles in. Got a black and white eagle. Very cool. Will he be able to take the fort? Does Ecthelion have rebuild? Is the question. He does indeed. I don't think he'll be able to take the fort. I'm sure Ecthelion's ready on the trigger. Letting him break it down as much as he can. I mean, he's really edging it. There it goes. Edgelord Ecthelion. First of his name. And there goes the eagle. Down he goes. Good effort. He almost got it. Unfortunately for him, the Dwarves have rebuild. If he was a faction without rebuild, he definitely would have got the fortress. But unfortunately, he was... Are Dwarves the only faction with rebuild in BFME2 1.09? Men of the West don't have it. Elves don't have it. None of the evil teams have it. So yeah, I guess they are the only team with rebuild, aren't they? Interesting. I hadn't considered that. It's very interesting indeed. I'm used to having 2 rebuilds, because none of the West and Rise of the Witch King 2.02 have rebuild as well. So it's definitely different for me not to be having that as an option. But it's not bad by any means. Gives Dwarfs something very unique to their own. It looks cool. Look at old Daney boy with his red battle axe and his fancy armor. Shawshek. Alright, Ecthelion's moving in with quite the force of dwarves here. Master's ready to defend though. He's bringing forth everybody. And he's being pulled back, which is wise. And I imagine the Axors and the Men of Dale are just eating alive these Bloodborne warriors. Oh! That is the Arrow Wind particle effect for 1.9 if you haven't seen it before. It's pretty fancy. It's kind of similar to the Noldor arrow from Rise of the Witch King, but not. It's more sparkly and fancy. Cool. I like it. It's definitely a much cooler particle effect than the default Arrow Wind, which is just basically he just sprayed Silverthorn arrows. The basic Silverthorn arrow, of course. Not 1.9 Silverthorns, which are much more flashy. Haldir almost got killed again. What's this? Mighty Rage. Could use Mighty Rage. Oh, not today. You can't. There's the Hobbit summon using the fireworks ability and stuff, blowing shit up as they do. Very nice. Why are they charging? Hobbits went wild. And the last of the hobbits have fallen into shadow. The Master is safe for now. But he's definitely on the back foot, I feel like, now. Hobbits being brought in the north as well. Hobbits, my lord. Pillaging everything. No one expects the Hobbit Inquisition. And why would you? It's not a thing. Well, Ecthelion's base is looking mighty safe. A lot safer than Gloopmaster's, I would say. Gloopmaster has a couple towers. So we have a many tower here. Gimli is here. We got King Dane back out as well. And there's Glowing. Finally. Better late than never, I guess. He'll probably take a while to level up at this rate, although he might not. Because he'll be a lot of action. Late game, it doesn't take much time to get a lot of battle going. There's Gimli's leap, very nice. Landing a solid hunk of dudes there. Gimli's a monster in 1.9. I mean, he's a monster in every BFME patch, let's be honest. This is probably the most balanced version of Gimli in BFME2, but still, he's still a monster. It's ridiculous. But he's Gimli. We all have love for Gimli. And if you don't, well, screw you. That's all I have to say. You better love Gimli. That's all I'm saying. And his father, of course.
Get in range.
Those bird animations. Shadows, rather. I feel like the shadows are lagging. Is that Mighty Rage? Yes, indeed. Mighty Rage. Tom Bombadil being summoned in to fight the dwarves off. Haldur's here as well. Haldur's getting slaughtered, though. Down he goes. Oh, Legolas is not winning the fight this time. Down he goes, falling victim to the axe throw. Very nice. Got him this time. Ecthelion definitely got the better of that exchange by far. Now he just to bring down Tom Bombadil, which
That's all there is to it.
he's done and done.
Stay in ranks.
He might have the power to bring him down now. Oh, not a bad arrow volley. He managed to hit a pretty good amount of the troops. Put it in his path because he wasn't expecting it. Oh, the Lootmaster's been defeated. I don't know if the earthquake killed him or if he died by quitting, but he's dead, Jim. Well, there you go. A nice 1v1. That was pretty good. Both those players played really well, and it was nice to see it on a map that wasn't Fords of Isen. Holland's a pretty cool map, I gotta say. I like Hollin. So it was a good, good, nice change of pace. But yeah, pretty cool. Good to see some nice Gimli play. That was very good. Definitely MVP in that match by a long shot. He did quite well, as you expect. So yeah, well played to both those guys. Hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you guys in the next cast of BFME2 1.09. See you all next time.